It's Monday, the 9th of April, 2018, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. So in Jin Jitsu, safety energy lock number 19 came into the universe, meaning the end of a cycle is the beginning of a new. And as I've said this before, 9 is a unique number in the number cycle because we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the next one is a 10, which is a 1 again, and it continues like that throughout the counting sequence. What that means is that 9 is like a transition number. It ties up what happened from 1 to the end of 8, and then it serves as a springboard for the new 1 to be launched. And so that is how I associate it with the meaning of end of a cycle is the beginning of a new. So today we have the ability to connect with that energy that helps us bring closure in our lives and transforms. And so it allows us to let go of what we no longer need or what we've already learned or what we can discard so that we can move into something new. Just one note on what's happening with the astrology at the moment, and I'm not an astrologer, so you can take whatever I say with a pinch of salt. Saturn, which is the planet associated with karma and time and authority and rules and rigidity and lessons that need to be learned, is in the sign of Capricorn. And Capricorn is an earth sign. It's about getting practical. It's about being disciplined. It's about getting the job done. So Capricorn doesn't sit at the bottom of the mountain in visualizing how amazing it must be at the summit. Capricorn says if you want to experience that, put on your hiking shoes and start walking up the mountain. So we've got the taskmaster planet in this very earthy, practical, get the job done kind of sign. And that is making us very much aware of what work needs to be done. Then we've also got Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion in Scorpio. And Scorpio is sort of like the underworld, the shadow associated with the underworld. So Jupiter is magnifying the stuff that really needs to come from our unconscious into our conscious. And then Saturn is saying, got to get real, babies. We can't do the bypass any longer. So you may find that you feel that there's a tension within you where you're being pushed to move forward, and yet you feel like you're being held back. That which is holding you back may well be having to examine that stuff that's sitting in your unconscious, that's sitting in your shadow, that you haven't looked at, that stuff that needs to be healed and needs to be integrated, and the work that needs to be done. So basically, we've reached a time in our astrologically where we can no longer bypass or pass the buck. It's time to get real, guys. So 9 helps us to connect with what that is that we've got to get real with so that we can move into the future. 9 is also the essence of the child. So think of all the best aspects of children: innocent, trusting, hopeful, resilient, positive, deeply intuitive, and connected to who they are and what they need. I think that's probably, for me at the moment, the most profound part of the 9, because 9s can cut through all the crap really, and they can get to the heart of the matter. And so we can use that deep, intuitive, penetrative energy that we've got going today to connect to who we are and what we need to sort out or integrate or heal or release or let go of, so that we can move into our future. Of course, we've got this energy is enhanced by the 4 of April, because 4 is about integrity. It's about being able to see the big picture. It's about being able to see the vision. So 4 helps to move us towards our vision, and 9 helps us to tie up the loose ends that are holding us back from moving into that new vision. So again, we have that push and pull. 4 says the vision in the big picture, expand. This is a vision of who you could be. This is a vision of what your life could be. This is what you could be expressing in the world. And 9 is saying, yeah, but before you can move into that, right, you've got to actually get real with what's going on. So that 4 really also ties into the part of the astrology that's driving us forward, and the 9 today is the one that's more forcing us to take stock. And of course, the 2 of 2018 is saying, yeah, you can move forward, but you can't move forward if you haven't integrated and released what needs releasing, and kept what needs keeping, and healed what needs healing, before you can move into that future. So the 2 of the 2018 is also sort of putting the brakes on a bit, and this may result in us feeling stuck. So remember, you can connect to that vision, but in order to reach that vision, you need to become practical about what needs to be done, what work needs to be done. Bypassing pie in the sky, visualizing, feeling it, imagining it, and actually not doing the work, or being in denial about what work needs to be done, is not going to cut it right now. This is getting a bit heavy, right? So the hero today is the 6. So 6 in the hero position is about beauty. It's about harmony. It's about balance. It's about how we can maintain that in our lives. It's also about discrimination. It's about being clear about what it is that we need to be the most integrated version of ourselves. It's about getting real about what is it that you would need to do in order to be your future envisaged self, or what is it that you need to do in order to reach that goal, right? So that you can have whatever it is that you want to have. It's about being practical, and it's about discriminating about what is real for you and what isn't. So it's so that it helps us not to get distracted with what you think you should be doing, all right? What is maybe what other people think you should be doing, or authority figures maybe think you should be doing in order to meet their agendas. 6 helps us to get clear on what we need to, want to, love to do so that we can get to where it is that we want to go. The villain today happens to also be a 6. Now, it could just be the opposite of the hero traits, but I don't really see it that way. So it's about a lack of balance. It's about wanting only one side, is the way that I see it, right? So 6 in the villain position trips us up, because if you're feeling more driven to move into the future, you're going to be saying, oh, please, all that karma shmama stuff, Saturn, lessons, blah, blah. I've done the work. I've been there and gone there, and I've got the t-shirt. So I'm going to say this to you today. If whoever you think has done anything to you or betrayed you or let you down, or any situation in your life that you perceive as being negative, if you think you've been there and done it and dealt with it, my question to you is, if that person who, I don't know, betrayed you, let you down, hurt you, abandoned you, rejected you, whatever, walks into the room today, how will you feel? If you cannot tell me that how you feel is you think that you just have unconditional love for that person, then you've still got issues. So we need to get real, okay? The bypassing is not going to cut it for us any longer. Okay, I seem to be going down the rabbit hole of trying to be the authority figure and shout at you today. I don't mean to do that, okay? I just want us all to be able to deeply connect to who we are and be true to ourselves, so that we can stop being distracted by trying to meet other people's agendas for our lives. Your life is not about what someone else wants for you. Your life is about you and the best expression of you and what you want for yourself and for your life. Luckily, we have Jinshin Jitsu to help us. So safety energy lock number 9 is located on the thumb. The thumb harmonizes the stomach and the spleen organ function energy. It brings the thinking and the feeling function into harmony. It helps to harmonize worry and anxiety, and it helps to give us clarity. It helps to give us clarity so that we can be clear about what it is that we need to integrate. What do we need to do, right? Holding the thumb helps to bring clarity. Remember, safety energy lock number 1, which is about wholeness and integration, is also on the thumb, and safety energy lock number 10 is also on the thumb. No, 10 is not on the thumb, sorry, 19 is on the thumb, which is another 9, which says, I take authority and leadership for my life. I take responsibility for my life. So when we hold the thumb, we can deeply connect to all of that energy, harmonize our worry and anxiety, stop being so hard on ourselves, and get clarity of what it is that we want for our lives. Hope you have a lovely Monday, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.